I appreciate you reaching out. It's really cool. This is actually my first Zoom meeting.
Ah,
Yeah, I've never done one of these before, so I'm just kind of getting acquainted with
that's
it.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, man. So tell me about first nice background. Tell me about your background as far as music and art goes. Do you do any other kinds of art? First of all, do you do any other kind of art?
um, you know, I mean, I do a little bit of writing, but it's nothing that I've ever really shared. I enjoyed writing in high school, but it kind of always drifted towards the musical end of things.
Cool,
So
cool.
I've been playing music since I was like about 10, and I grew up in a very musical family. So it was kind of ingrained in me. Just like, I mean, my parents would take me to shows, uh, before I can remember. I have vague, like my earliest memory is being at a Grateful Dead concert
Oh snap. Okay.
on my dad's shoulders, watching Jerry Garcia, like
Peace.
that, and just like the sea of people in the parking lots. Like those are my oldest memories.
Peace.
Um,
Peace. Yes,
yeah.
I'm sure that affected you a lot, man. When did you know that music was like more than just a hobby, more than just like a art? When did you know you had something?
I mean, I've always kind of been competitive towards myself. I have like this tendency to sort of be like a perfectionist at things, and um, so naturally when I started playing guitar and drums, but I guess more so guitar, I really tried learning like some of the hardest things, like the technically, like the shreddy kind of stuff that would really take a lot of time and patience. And I've navigated it towards stylistically what I enjoyed the most.
Hmm.
Um, but so I would just continuously play, and that was kind of when I joined my first like band that was more than just me and my friends kind of fucking around. Like I that's actually I'm wearing the shirt right now, Sport Fishing USA.
All right, and what around this is around what age or about what time?
It was like right after high school.
Okay.
It was when I was like, all right, like I want to like try and pursue music as a career, but like it was more like on the, it was the creative aspect of it. Like we had no intuition of like, building ourselves as like a brand or,
Peace.
anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but you wanted to play some good music, right? That's what it was pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's purely what it was. And I joined Sport Fishing USA because I would play music with the bass player at the time, Brendan. His brother wrote all these songs, and um, so like he played me his record, and I was like, oh my god, this is phenomenal. And then after that, I started playing with him, and like we kind of rewrote how the songs were, and like I played crazy drums on everything, and so it really turned into what we all kind of encompassed together
Peace.
after that point. And like Nathan is one of my best friends, still.
Peace.
Like we write a bunch, and he's helping me produce this new solo album that I've been kind of working on. It's sort of been on the back burner for a while now, but whenever he comes out, we take a crack at it, and it's a lot of fun.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like, who were some of the first artists that like, okay, you said you talk sound like you have a production side, you're a producer too. Like who were some of the first artists that you may have patterned some of your like is it like back when I was younger, I memorized LL Cool J's album, I'm Bad. Like I
Yeah,
memorized tracks type stuff, you know, style, you
I
know.
I would so like how I learned how to well I okay, so I started playing drums when I was about 10 years old, 10 or 11. My parents would uh they were both musicians, and they would literally play music all the time, and like up until that point I was like moderately rebellious against it. Like I didn't play, I enjoyed music, but I was like I don't really want to play music. And my dad would keep asking me, he's like, are you sure you don't want to, like pick up the guitar or like do something like that? And I'd be like, you know what, I'll play drums because you don't play drums. I want to do something that you haven't done yet. So he was like, all right, okay, so deal. So he started taking me to drum lessons, and I remember I would listen to like System of a Down. This is like when I was like early 2000s, like 2002 or something. And I'd bring in the Toxicity record and be like, I want to learn how to play this on drums, which is just like, crazy, like metal kind of stuff. And I kind of got it. But then I gradually started playing more on my own. And then as a graduation present from high school, my dad gave me this Les Paul. It was a Gibson Les Paul, and it was pretty much like the exact guitar that Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin played. And so I got heavy into Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix. And actually what I did, and I still do this today, is I can play like borderline note for note, like every Led Zeppelin song. Like I'll just put on like the live How the West Was Won record from 1972, and I'll play like the first half of it, like just from song to song, and just learning all the solos and the riffs and the tricks and like the tone. And that's honestly how I learned how to play guitar, was like just learning Led Zeppelin songs.
Oh, that's dope, man.
And then I would get into, like, yeah, Hendrix and Black Sabbath and like all those like early, like shred guitarists, Tony Iommi. Even learned like some Peter Frampton. Just like I was trying to like really just glean everything I could. And then I started playing guitar in Speaking Sons, actually. And so I was the guitar player in that with Jake for like 2 or 3 years. So that's when I started writing my own stuff on guitar.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Are there any like themes or anything like that you like in your art that like keep popping up? Like are there any like themes?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot. I mean there's like, kind of the quintessential narratives to a lot of, art, like love and friendship, politics, like, emotions. I mean, that's how I like writing stuff, but I like to try and keep a sense of simplicity-ness and a sense of ambiguity, to where it's kind of up to the listener or the interpreter to fill in the gaps themselves.
Yeah, that's dope. True indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. I mean, I love.
Live.
Yeah. I don't really like being so literal, in a sense, to where you're like, oh, this is like, this is the story. But like more so conveying an emotion to where like it, in that case, becomes more sentimental and personal to the person who's taking it in. and I think that makes it special in that sense.
Peace. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Um, are there any dream projects that you would like to work on? Like, or maybe somebody you would love to work with?
I mean, I'm not I'm not a standoffish type of musician. I mean, like if I have the opportunity to collaborate with anybody that I, respect or enjoy, I mean,
Peace.
I would view that as a dream opportunity. I mean, like I just had the opportunity to play guitar on this track um that is actually with Dave Chappelle. He's it's kind of like the summer camp theme song that's coming out, and I'm playing guitar on it, and he has the intro and Quali's on it, and Nico and this guy Narcy who is here. It's gonna be incredible, and like we already did it, and that was definitely a dream scenario because number one, I've stepped out of my comfort zone because I've primarily grown up on rock and roll and played rock and like, a little bit of like R&B and stuff, but this is like a hip hop thing. And
yeah,
so I'm
out a little bit, huh?
yeah, I'm branching out, but like I enjoy it, I mean, I've always listened to hip hop.
Yeah.
Like I respect it, and it's been pretty surreal. I mean, as you can imagine, everybody being around the summer and just these legends. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so grateful to be able to converse with people that have just done so much creatively. It's it's amazing.
No doubt. I enjoy hearing you play in Roses, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm sure that was a wonderful experience too. And
that was another. I mean, Questlove. One of the first records I ever bought was that record with the Seed 2.0 on it. I forget what it's called, but I mean, the Roots, like Jesus Christ. Like I got to play guitar with Questlove on the kit. I mean, that's a bucket list. That's like I can check that off.
Yeah.
I never thought I would ever do that. But then, I mean, regardless of, reputation and like all these people that have, a lot of credibility to their name and their art. I mean, some of the best musicians I've ever played with aren't famous. And there are people like that who I would wholeheartedly and equally consider to have, for it to be a dream to work with. Like, the two dudes that were on the bass and the drums on Fred's set, they more so take a step back, but they are phenomenal. I mean, they're just, I mean, I was having trouble keeping up with them, they're so good.
Yeah, I mean, I was just impressed by that. Was like a jam session that, like, we knew it was a jam session, but it didn't come off like that. Like, it was straight up, like y'all was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and for me, that was an experience that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was intimidated by all means going into that. I was like, I mean, Fred invited me, and he was like, "Play guitar." He's like, "You play guitar, right? Play guitar." He's like, "Bring your guitar." And so I showed up and I plugged in, and the very first time I was just kind of like feeling it out, just like, I'm like, how exactly do these guys play? And so they take the lead, and I'm just kind of coasting along, and that's what I like, with guitar, and I was playing drums with them too, but they kind of needed a guitar player. So yeah, just kind of molded into that position. And every time I did it, it felt it felt better and better. It was just more laid back. It's like I'm not here trying to prove myself. I'm here, uh, because we're all just having fun. We're just having
Yeah.
a good time and making music.
Yeah, that's almost like martial arts to me. When I used to take Tai Chi, we just play. It was just play. You know what I'm saying? And the more you did it,
Yeah.
the better you flowed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm about to throw you a couple weird questions. You know, just for the goodness. Are there
Okay.
any are there any jobs that you have worked on that have influenced your music? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you written any songs or whatever about jobs or anything like that?
Um. Oh, hold up. I'm getting this.
It's all good.
Um. Okay. My bad.
Uh,
S- Yeah. Well, I mean, in the a lot of the projects, I mean, the two main projects I've been a part of, for me, have been uh, Sport Fishing USA and Speaking Sons. Those are the two bands I've been in the longest. I have other projects I'm a part of currently, but those are the two. And I've always, uh, I haven't been the lyricist for those projects, so I've always accompanied and I've always liked co-writing and producing. Um, but we did have a song called "Something's Happening," and one of the hooks was "I don't want to go to work," and it was like, "I don't want to go to work. Just lay me down in the dirt." Or
mm,
something like that. I don't know. It was funny, but I mean, like I mean, we've always, I mean, still, I mean, I'm a struggling artist. I mean, I'm not, especially right now, I'm not, making all my money or off of purely playing shows and selling merch and off of music. I mean, that's what I'm striving for.
peace.
Uh, and it's gotten better, recently. Like I feel like I am kind of building myself as an artist more professionally, and it's been fun, and the whole ride's enjoyable. But I yeah, I think, working as, coming from, like, I came from like a middle class family, and like I haven't been given any money, and I had worked at the same job right out of high school, like for like 10 years, just busting my ass, and
Respect.
like, not being treated with respect,
Mm,
just taking it because I needed a paycheck. It's definitely influenced me, but like it's not something that like I'm necessarily, wanting. I like it's kind of like my art is escape from that
mm.
more so.
Right, right. So did you ever feel like you had to like some people don't want to do their art for a living because of that. They want to keep it as an escape. Have you ever felt that kind of, you know?
Yeah, I understand that perspective, but I definitely I don't think I could blur the lines with it. I mean, if I could live off of my art, I would much rather do that.
That's right. I feel that. I feel that. All right, so another left field one. As an
Okay.
artist, as an artist, do you feel like you have a role to play in society as a whole? And if so, what is it? What role do artists play in society?
Well, I think, yeah, that's like another fine line question. I mean, I think if you're an artist that has a platform, I think it's important to use your platform uh, for multiple things, from personal things, but also as an influencer, you want to be able to bring positivity and a good guidance to the rest of the world. I think that's a part of what art is. I mean, it can be something that is, I mean, it's undoubtedly personal, and if you choose to share that, then that's great. But yeah, there's no way to not really have that impactful meaning, if you're going to be private with your, everybody's an artist. Everybody can make something, something within themselves, but it's a matter of diligence and, just, getting over the hump of being judged, fear of judgment, and like just saying fuck it and doing it. And I don't really care what anybody else thinks. I'm going to do this for me. And I think if you can bring goodness out of that, then that's great.
Yeah, peace. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Last one, bro. Man, where was it at? Oh, what are your professional goals like right now? Like, I know you said you got a project that's always in the works. Any professional goals that you have moving forward?
I mean, yeah, I have 3 records that I'm working on right now. I'm working on a new Speaking Sons album. I'm working on a new Teenage album, which will technically be our debut album. And then I have these solo songs that I'm a part of. And then I got these hip hop songs that are coming out too. It's like I got a ton of shit that I want to check off. And I can't wait to get this song out with Dave and everybody. I mean, it's really great. He's played it at the end of a couple shows, so it's not like a private thing right now. People know about it, but the song's not technically out. I don't know how he wants to put it out. But I don't know if you know Nico is. He's a really good friend of mine.
No doubt, yeah.
He approached me with this song when he got here initially, and I got to lay down some guitar on that and put a little guitar solo on it. And it's been cool collaborating with him. He's great. He's really shining right now. He's one of the best MCs I've ever met.
Peace. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I would love to get him on my podcast. I'm doing the podcast, and I'm gonna put Issa on the podcast to talk about hip hop. And I would love to get Nico on there too. This made me think about something, because a lot of this is happening during this pandemic. How has the pandemic affected you, man? Like, I know there's some benefits because, like you said, we've spoken about who you've played with and things, but how has it affected you overall?
It's been I mean, yeah, this year has been one of the weirdest years of my life. It's been so up and down. I mean, the pandemic has been, I mean, I went through 3 solid months of like heavy duty quarantine where, I hardly saw anybody. From March through May was like, I thought the world was going to end. And then I slowly started, feeling things out here and there. I probably would have had, I mean, it's interesting because like I actually was personally like hyper productive during those 3 months. I had like a lot of time to self-reflect, and I'm very social, so like it really gave me some introspective on just being able to kind of tap into like a part of uh like self-awareness, I guess, that like I had neglected for a long time. And so I was writing a lot, and that's when I wrote the majority of these songs that I have for this solo project. So it was really great. Like, and then Dave started these shows at early June, and pretty much since then, I've just been in like, you know, I've been at Chappelle's summer camp, and it's been insane. You know, we all get COVID tested every week, and you know, I'm so fortunate, you know, to be a part of it. You know, Dave's a really good friend of mine.
Peace.
Um, hold up, sorry,
Are
I
you
keep
good?
called. Nico keeps calling me.
You good? You good? Yeah.
uh, but yeah. So and now I'm just kind of in this spot where I mean I'm trying to figure out where the next step is. But yeah, I got all those things I definitely uh want to want to do. So I'm excited. It's really exciting.
Peace, peace. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's what's up. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'll inbox you. I'm probably putting this one up not this week, but the next paper. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Keep
Yeah.
doing.
So I mean, you're gonna write this
Yeah,
up
I'm gonna
or
write this up. I'm gonna write this up actually. Yeah, true indeed.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited.
no
That's
doubt. Yeah, man.
awesome.
No doubt. It's only the beginning, man. I'm gonna try to swing. I'll probably do about 5 articles, man. I'm gonna just try to see if I can swing this into something, somewhat,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't have my site no more, so I'm not writing anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
see
right.
what happens. No doubt. Yeah, and like I
Yeah.
said, I appreciate it, man, and keep doing what you're doing. Look forward to hearing the music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'll definitely keep you posted. I really appreciate you reaching out to me, man. This is fun.
No doubt, man. I'm reaching out to my peoples first, man. I'm a fan. You know, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? And just I know you had said that you was really trying to get yours out of this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope, man.
No
Hell
doubt.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, bro. All right, man.
All
Peace.
right, man. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.